I was just at one of the largest marketing conferences where the average business was doing over $43 million per year. And there was someone speaking on stage where they do a little over $300 million per year, and they have a massive global company. And he started his speech off with a story of how after one conference, when he got home, when he was coming home from Hong Kong, because he went to go speak, he came home and his kid said, "Why are you never home, Dad?" He said, "Well, I'm working all the time and I'm doing this." He said, you see this incredible house we have in Beverly Hills? You see all these great things we have? It's because I work, and it's great, right?" And he said his kids went, grabbed some of their stuff and brought it back to him and said, "Well, we don't want this stuff anymore. We just want you, and we want your time, and we want to spend time with you, Dad." And he said, "Well, I'll do less conferences and I'll do less stuff because I want to make sure that I'm prioritizing spending time with you." And his kids are like 6 or 7 years old, but he's still doing tons of conferences. He said the economy's down the big time, and so there's a lot of things that need to get done. And it really broke my heart in the crowd, thinking, what is it worth if you're making $300 million per year, but your kids don't know you were growing up? I mean, I would much rather have an incredible relationship with my family and my kids and not fuck up the super important things in my lives, because I think 20 years from now, he's going to look back and say, "I just wish that I could go back and spend time with my kids instead of trying to make an extra $20 million, which there's zero difference between making $100 million, $300 million, or $500 million. Like zero difference. And so it was honestly a major reflecting point, because I want a big family. I would love to have the best relationship with an incredible wife and have a good amount of kids and just be able to have them be the number one priority. I mean, I think the priority should probably be God, your wife, and then your kids. And then you just are always leading by example. But I would not want to be, like, I would want to make sure that I'm making sure I'm putting my kids to sleep every single night. If I was traveling somewhere for work, I would want my family to come with me, unless it was like a day trip. But if I was going to Hong Kong for a week, it would be a much better experience if I was going with my wife and kids, right? And so I think it's a priority issue, because this guy definitely has his number one priority be his business. And I've definitely had this in pretty much my life. My number one priority has been the business. Kind of. I've definitely gotten a lot closer to God over the past year and a half especially, but I oftentimes put work over everything. And since I'm 22 years old, that's completely fine. But when you're looking to settle down, when you're looking to get married, you need to shift your priorities, and especially when you have children. I remember growing up, my dad said, "Well, how do I know when I'm ready to have kids?" And I remember having this conversation weirdly when I was like 14 years old. And he said, "You know how we're driving right now? I'm the driver, you're in the passenger seat, and there's no one in the back." He said, "Your entire life, you're the one driving. You're the one you're turning where you want to turn. You're doing what you want to do. You're in control." He said, "When you have kids, you go in the back seat and your kids lead, and a lot of times, and you're doing a lot of things for your children." He said, "You should not have kids if you are not going to prioritize them," is pretty much what he was saying. And so, especially after seeing that, I would not consider that guy successful, because he may have a super large business, and I don't know his family relationship, and he just did not seem very sincere about actually wanting to prioritize his family. So I'm really, even though he's gonna have, let's say, 100 times more money, that's not really wealth, and it's not success. And it's unfortunate, but I'm tiptoeing around quite a bit, because there's a chance some people at this conference are watching this, and a lot of people are gonna know who it is. If they were at that, everyone would. So I'm just gonna end it here.